The best part, I go, well, okay, what do you want me to do for you? He says, well, we've got this Dumble over here, this steel string singer. I said, okay, what's wrong with it? He goes, it just doesn't sound right. That means nothing. My car runs a little rough, so fix it. Yeah, so I said, okay, well, I just talked to Howard Dumble, and he told me, explained it to me, so I have all the parts with me. And he goes, whoa, what do you mean you talked to Howard Dumble? How did you do that? I said, well, I called him on the phone, and he answered. He starts, I don't want to start swearing, but he goes nuts. He's like really angry. He starts swearing, and he's, he goes, we paid him 2 years ago for 2 amps, and that son of a bitch won't answer the phone for us. So I call, and he answers the phone, and he won't answer the phone for Stevie Ray Vaughan. So, so he goes running off. He's pissed. He's going to go. He said, how long ago did you talk to him? I said, I don't know, a half hour. So he runs off. He's flipped out. He leaves. Okay, well, I guess I'll fix the amp. So I looked at it. It was literally a Fender preamp circuit with an SVT power amp in a head. So it was a 300-watt twin is what it was. It sounded fantastic. But it wasn't kind of like an Ampeg. It had Ampeg transformers and everything else. So, I mean, this was a $10,000 amp, and it's an SVT with a preamp. So I wish I could be that guy. But, so I fixed that because it was an SVT and I knew what would be wrong with it. So we fixed that. It sounds really cool. And the guy comes back. I said, he's like, calm down. I said, everything okay now? He said, yeah, it's handled. Okay. I said, well, what else do you want me to do? He goes, all right, well, this one right here, this pile of stuff, he goes, this one right here, this Fender Concert, which was like a super reverb chassis with one 15-inch speaker. He goes, he just picked this up yesterday on the road. He'll buy amps on the road. He'll go, pull that one out and throw that one in. Doesn't matter what he uses. He just plugs in and he's Stevie Ray Vaughan. He sounds like Stevie Ray Vaughan. Whether he's got 1 amp or 20, it didn't matter. So he takes this amp, he plugs the guitar in, puts the neck pickup on, and he takes his hand and runs the knobs across and turns everything all the way up, and I look and every amp is all the way up. So he plugs into this one, he takes the knobs, runs his hand across the top and turns everything full up, puts on the neck pickup and goes boom, and it sounds horrible. He goes, doesn't sound great, does it? I said, no. He goes, you hear all that bass? Yeah. Is there anything you can do about it? Can you get rid of some of that bass? I go, I got an idea. I took a knob and turned the bass down. And he goes, oh, that's it. That's $200. That's good. The problem is that Stevie wants it to sound like that, but he needs to see the knob like that. So I want you to go inside and do something to make it so when the bass is on 10, it sounds like it's on 3. I mean, that's the stuff I did with this. So it kind of, that's what the whole day was like, and I just like touched this stuff up and charged them a lot of money. But that kind of, that's one of those kind of things, kind of burst your bubble. You know, this guy's God, and that's it. There was no magic. It's him. It's not the gear. Not that the gear isn't important, but it's not as much importance as the player. Not, I mean, it matters, or we wouldn't make guitar amps, but they're tools. They're things to help you achieve what you want out of a sound, but not an appliance. I mean, there is some art to it, but the amps are more kind of just an extension of what you do. That's how I look at it. But that was my Stevie Ray Vaughan thing, and kind of burst my bubble on that, but, it's cool. I get over it. Plus, it's a good story. So. What other stories did I have?